So let's see, we got Allison, Chaos, and it's not letting me scroll. Okay, I'll pull it up on the iPad here today. How's everyone doing? So we are live. I've got here a huge box of rocks from AZ Rockhounds. And so there's all sorts of goodies in this one. Some nice druzy stuff, some really, really wild pieces, some Payson diamonds. They got, oh my gosh, I peeked in it. I set one right here. Hey there, AZ. So this was the one, I'll flip the camera around to look at stuff, but this is the one I mentioned that broke, but it was a very clean break and it pops right back on there. So I'll probably actually just glue it back in place and it'll be fine. Actually, it holds itself in place pretty well. Gotta like pop it back out. So anyway, I'll pull this up on the iPad so I can see chat a little better. Back in place. Oh, hey there, that's me. That's my voice. I can't pull up live chat. There we go. Live chat, all chat, perfect. Okay. So, good morning. Yeah, I think it was just pressure from other rocks. Saw this one though. Wow, that one is pretty wild. Let's see. Hold on. You get a look at me, be awkward, and flip this camera around for a minute. That one is so cool. Guess let's get a light in there. If anyone here happens to be in the Discord, oh, maybe I did post it in the Discord. Never mind. I have no idea. I don't remember if I posted this in the Discord or not. Super cool. We've got quite a few more though. I don't know if I want to clean it up. I like it the way it is. I might wash it, get some dirt off. I see a little bit of grass in there, which is fine. That happens all the time with these kinds of specimens. But I don't know. I was really into the iron out for a minute and cleaning specimens with the acid, and then I quickly regressed and was like, no, I kind of like the natural dirtiness on some of them and some like iron staining, so I'm not going to clean every crystal in every specimen anymore. Yeah. Let me grab a separate box really quick. Let me put you guys on the rocks to look at while I step to the side to go grab a box for trash, or recycling rather. Actually, a lot of this is pretty reusable. Probably lay a bunch of that out to reuse for packing. I like to do that to save packing materials. And oh my gosh, look at those Payson diamonds. So cool. Okay, let me grab this. Hi there, Jackie. Good morning. Morning, Tyler. So we had Chaos, Allison, Julia and or Brian. Yeah. I was trying to figure out what one of the other numbers was. I guess it would be me and maybe Nightbot now. I think it counts that as a person. Oh, and I put it on the iPad to watch, which would mean actually it counts as Whitney watching. Anyway, got my iced coffee, got my, actually some bacon. I didn't finish eating before it started, so I got some bacon I'm gonna still be snacking on there. Sorry, my tripod was not turned to be very smooth. I have 3 different knobs to adjust on it and it can turn really, really smooth. That was very jerky. All right, so now that we've got a better look at this, you can see it'll click right back into place, so it's okay. The crack is hidden down in there. Hello, Mia. I love the tubes. Okay, actually, ooh, I better grab the black light. Even though we have a lot of sunlight, I'm gonna get the black light. Very cool. Teddy says hi. Oh, hi, Teddy. Hi, Teddy. Love that. Yeah, my spray bottle's right here. Is that one of the ones from your claim? It's got some nice UV, little banding in there. Is that one of the ones that y'all get from your claim? My spray bottle was right here. Where did it go? I love this. I do this all the time. Where did I put it? There it is. It was sitting under a few other rocks that I was playing with last night. Everything but the diamonds and fire agate is from the claims. Okay, awesome. Wow. That's got some gorgeous, I guess you'd call this plumes down here. Some kind of mossiness there. Some nice little banding in there. Gorgeous. That'll cab up nicely. I just wish my flat lap didn't just break. For those who don't know, my polishing machine is currently out of commission. The motor just stopped on it. That was not fun. That's nice. Little cave in that one. Just a little remnant on there. It's got some really nice lacy banding right there. Ooh. Look at that. I love the micro lace under the druzy. Sometimes it's so hidden by the host rock, but in this one you can really see it. It pops. That could be one worth polishing with the Dremel tool, actually. Get the Dremel on there and do a edge polish just along the edges there. I love the druzy balls. Very nice. Let's see. I guess since we've got the black light, we'll still try with this one. See if we get anything. Got a lot of sunlight coming in now. It was a little cloudy this morning, bit overcast. But, I mean, it still is overcast, but got a bit more sunlight actually coming in. This is one of the other ones I started to unwrap. Piece of the fire agate with, looks like there's some potential down in there, but mostly no color. Looks like down in the rind, there's a potential for the fire, the iridescence. Have to cut it to find out. Had to do work on the old hot water heater yesterday, pulled out some very interesting phosphorescent material. Oh, sulfur. Maybe it was sulfurs. Some weird buildups in your... You have to take the tops off of them? Yeah, that's what I figured. I'll do that with the micro trim saw. We'll use the really, really tiny trim saw at the club. Ooh, look at the color in that. Oh, I love the contrast of the red and blue. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, maybe calcium buildup. That's... If it didn't stink, then it probably wasn't sulfur. If it was yellow and stinky, sulfur. If it wasn't stinky and dissolved really easy, put it in some vinegar, see if it bubbles. That's a gorgeous material. But this is a big box, so I can't spend forever on every piece because there's a lot to unwrap in here. So these are the Payson diamonds, and then there's this little one. Geez, that's more than I found. I found one almost this size, but not this quite this nice when we were just there. When we went to Arizona for New Year's, I went out and met up with LXR, and we found a few Payson diamonds, but none this nice. Oh, these are great. You have the spot to go. We just went out to the public dig spot that everyone goes to, and it's very, like, kind of picked through, and you're not allowed to dig more than 6 inches. Little tiny botroidal. Oh, wild, look at that. Look at the impression on the bottom. It grew, that's where it grew on a contact with another rock or something. That's pretty cool. So for anyone who missed, and I didn't actually put it in the description, I'm gonna have to add it later. These are all rocks from AZ Rockhound, from Julie and Brian over there. Julie? Oh my gosh. I'm having a brain fart moment. Which do you go by? Is it Julie? Sorry, I got like Julie. Okay. Got a few Julies and Julias in my friends lists and chats. I'm trying to keep them all straight. Wow, look at that one. Oh, I love when they're like that. Big old chunk of druzy. Pulled a few out of Herkimer that were like this without the back part, just like this big one bump, little hump of druzy. I love the blue. Nice. Oh, let me get some coffee real quick, and maybe some bacon. My dog was like, for me? No, I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, this one. So I've got plans for this one. Dip the bacon in the coffee. So I've got plans for this piece, and we talked about this one. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that super sparkle. That micro druzy. Yeah, I might have to do a little polish along here, a little surface face polish on this whole side, have it for a display, and do the little miniatures thing I was telling you about in here. Little rock climber guy hanging off the arch. Oh, love that. Bacon dipped in coffee sounds ew, says Chaos. Why ew? I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm drinking iced coffee. Trying to see what kind of focus we can get here. Not bad. Can see pretty close on that one. It's wild. There's like a sandstone layer down here or something. It's like some brecciated, mixed up conglomerate. Wild little details in there. Onyx and agate. Oh, okay. Nice. Basalt. Let's. I'm used to seeing basalts with less jagged inclusions, unless they're crystals. Yeah, we're gonna have to check more of these out at nighttime, because too much sunlight. I know, right? Jackie, I was thinking the same thing. Is like onyx like calcite? I was gonna do a hardness test later, or I'll find out when I cut it, because the calcite cuts like butter, but real onyx does not. Look at that cubic looking bit in there. What is that? Huh. Nice little juicy chunk. Okay, then yeah, it's calcite, what they call a lot of people call it onyx, but it's a banded calcite. I mean, that's most of what I have, like the root beer agate and the aragonite and some of those other ones, people call them onyx. And they're sold as onyx, but they're just types of banded calcite. Look at that. Oh man, I love all the little floaty eyeballs, and it's like you could see an M there, or an E, or 3, W. The side could be an 8. Pardon me, jeez. Choking up over here. That one's really cool. I should get my flashlight to backlight some of these. Good morning, Mom. Oh, you know why the blacklight wasn't working as well, too? I had the flash on. Because I'm smart. SMRT. I'm so smart. Smart, smart, smart. So here, I'll look at this one again with the flash off. Weird. I wonder if that's an inclusion. That is a really fiery bit in there. Look at that. What is going on there? Something's stuck in there that's just like shining crazy bright. Down in that little pit. Interesting. I'm gonna make a pile of slabs, a pile of druzy, a pile of these really wild tubey ones. Oh man, I love this again. Okay, here. So for those who, since my mom just joined, and others may have missed it, this is a box from AZ Rockhounds. Some very interesting specimens in here. Guess I could get this one wet. Now it looks all like it was in a cave. It looks drippy like a cave. Love it. Oh, the suspense. It's fire. Nice little piece of fire agate, iridescent chalcedony. Just gotta grind off the white layer. Try and find that flashy layer underneath. Let me show you. So, goal is to grind off that top layer and end up with something like this, where you see the iridescent bubbles underneath. It's often just a little small layer of it. Just hiding under there. And it's an iron oxide that causes it. So it's alternating iron oxide layers. They can be just normal chalcedony and then a little iron oxide, back to chalcedony, and little layers alternate, making the little bubbles. And you eventually get a little iridescent, layered, glowing shimmer effect. Hold on, Chaos. Oh, Chaos. I don't know that I can ship anything to Chaos. Cost $50 to ship in one of these rocks, and then they just destroy it in customs because they don't allow rocks and soil and stuff from outside of his country. We can try and ship some to you, Chaos, if you want. You could attempt to buy from them, from their shop. There's a few shops, but again, I'm worried about your customs destroying any of this stuff. Jeez, I'm sorry, I'm getting all congested over here. I blame all the smoke we've had from the fires and my mild allergies, but... Ooh. Hello, little green in there. Okay, now I need to make a pile for the fire. A little fire pile. A little bacon. Mmm. The bacon pile's in my mouth. Ooh, that's gonna be a nice one for my little project. Oh, and you guys cut it. Look at that. Oh, that's gonna take a nice polish. It'll be so easy. Oh, that's gonna be great. The last fire did look like bacon. I think that's why I needed a bite of my bacon. Wow. So I've said it a little bit on the channel, not much, but my plan with some of these, and especially this one, is to get some really tiny miniatures and try and get the smallest little miniatures I can of like little hikers, backpackers, rock hounds. I want, maybe if someone has to be custom 3D printed or resin printed or something, that's fine, but get like a little rock climber that can hang from the ledge here, like people who climb the arches and stuff. Make some little tiny scenes and some geodes and bits. Thought that would be kind of cool. Just reach in. And the claw machine, just random grabby. Ooh. Oh, that's lovely. Spray bottle went where? Just behind my coffee. Couldn't see it. Ooh, indeed. Hello, Margaret and Boot. What up, Boot? How you doing, Margaret? Look at that. Lovely. Look at that little piece right in the end there. Love the tiny details. Get a sip of my coffee and then swing back to what I was talking about before. Which was that, yeah, I found out the hard way by looking into shipping custom-made pater to someone. Actually, it might have been Chaos. Chaos and I think someone else in Australia both asked me about shipping them a dirt from Idaho when I lived there and was gold panning. And we quickly found out it has to be like super sanitized and baked and heat treated and proven to be free of microbes, or Australia will just destroy it. Australia doesn't like pay dirts. They destroy them at the border. Customs says nope. And then I found out it was the same with rocks, because rocks carry microbes and organics on them, and they don't like soils and rocks and rough rocks, raw stuff being shipped into the country, apparently. It can be a pain to do. "9:30, your first coffee?" You know, I'm surprisingly on my first coffee, but I had a very late start to my day. The mica schist chaos? Oh, that's right. I haven't actually sold any of that. I don't know that I'm going to. I still have it all in a box, about 10 feet away from me. Look at that. Little druzy heaven in there. Actually, I kind of like the out of focus sparkle. The out of focus was intentional. In case anyone's yelling focus at the screen. Very pretty sparkle. Love that. That'll go with the tubes. Tube agate pile. Claw machine grabby. I agree, Allison. There's so much pretty stuff in this box. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to be packing a pretty nice box to send back to them. I know they got a lot of rocks, but now they need some New York and other rocks they don't have. Oh, it's cloudy. Cloud agate. Actually, kind of looks like flower agate. That little poof there and those. Looks like a type of flower agate, but we're gonna call this one a cloud. Give that one the UV. Woo, hello. Some hidden banding in there. Brian climbed a cliff for that. Well, he climbed to the clouds to... He climbed to the top of a mountain to retrieve a cloud. That's what he did. Brian can say he hiked a mountain and brought back a cloud. I did that in a very different form not too long ago. It was rather a big cloud came over me and was so foggy it saturated everything in my bag and everything was soaked. By the time I got back down, there was like water in my backpack from the cloud. It's like, oh, fresh water from the sky. Ooh, love that. That one will get the UV too in just a sec. It's kind of a nice recap for anyone who missed the first slab of this earlier. Lots of little micro banding in it. Look at that. Oh my. Oh, the tiny, tiny micro bands. Hold on. We need a better zoom on that. Doesn't want to focus super well, but love that. Little tiny, smoky, wispy, glowy clouds. Beautiful. It's 10:33 here, making your second pot of coffee. See, I make a very strong, concentrated iced coffee. It's like the equivalent of 3 or 4 coffees in a cup of my coffee. That one's wild. Look at that. It's calamari. I didn't know that you could find calamari in the desert. That's interesting. Must have been shipped in. Wow. A little pearl in there. This one's not getting cut. This one is staying as a specimen for sure. Not even worth trying to cut out any fire from down there, because that's the calamari. I'm gonna make a name tag for it and give it a little stand and a little nameplate. The calamari fire agate from AZ. Be from little AZ Rockhound Expeditions. That's one of my next things is I've had a label maker on my list for a while now, and I've been looking at 2 different kinds of label printers that I can use to print my own shipping labels, but also print tiny little display labels too. Ooh, look at that little blueberry micro druzy. Wow. Do you see just how small that is? Oh, and look, it's got a little translucent layer. Is that coming through? If you look really close right there at those, you can almost see it's a translucent layer with a colored layer underneath. There's just a slight clear coating of druzy. Oh man. I wish I could do closer than this on the lives. I'll have to get some really nice macro shots of this one later to just really show that detail up close and show how that's like a transparent layer on top. Oh, little blueberries. I love the blueberry agate. I mean, that's not quite a blueberry agate, but it kind of is. It is and it isn't. Oh, speaking of blue. Purple, blue, purple, blurple. I've invented a new color. I combine blue and yellow. I call it blello. Oh no, what's going on with my zoom? Oh, I dripped water on the screen. Hold on. Every time I zoom in, it pops back out because there's water on the screen. That was weird. Ooh. Love me some blurple. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the shows and games I'm playing, shows I'm watching and stuff, but I almost see like an epic battle happening right here. Could be a bunch of spaceships. Could be horses and cowboys, warriors. I actually see a couple horses. It's an epic battle scene transpiring right here. A bunch of spaceships on the charge. Pretty cool little layer right there. Look at that. Like lightning banding going through there. Hey, Loki. Yeah, we'll backlight it and get the black light. So first, light behind it. I think my light's kind of dying too. If I turn the flash off, we'll get a little more out of it. This light does seem like it could be going out. Might need a new battery. And then check it in the black light. Nice. Very nice. How are you doing today, Loki? I'm gonna get a little more coffee and bacon here really quick. That slab looks like something from AZ. Funny you mention it, Loki. This whole box and all of the goodies we've been looking at are from AZ Rockhound Expeditions in the chat, and it is stuff from AZ, indeed. You are correct, sir. Ding, ding, ding. You win a prize. What that prize is, I don't know. I'll put it in your next box. Here's a little something that fell off of something. Oh, that must have been from our broken one here. Oh, yep. Okay, it's the corner of the broken one. Got it. Little slice of druzy pie. Anyone want a piece of, I don't know, would you quite call that peach? Anyone want some peach pie? Nice little druzy color there. Is it like iron staining? Is that what I'm seeing? It's almost reddish. Orange. Champagne. Peach. Peach champagne. I'm colorblind, so please correct me. Oh, you said peach. Peachy pink? Okay, cool. Hey. Makes me feel validated that I was on the right track. Well, that's wild. Look at the kind of purple jasper bottom. Looks like the blanket jasper I have. Somewhat. Some blurple jasper. And chalcedony on top. Champagne pie. Welcome back, Mom. I keep getting water on the screen. I gotta wipe it off. Try not to accidentally close the stream by doing so. Ooh, yes, this one. That is lovely. Firebird. It's a phoenix. It's a bird. It's a plane. Right there. Whoosh. I feel like that's the bottom. Naturally, it feels like that's beachy, sandy, hilly bottom or something. Sandy beach, sky, bird. Oh yeah, that one's gonna be a lovely polish. I've been finding animals in all the rocks lately. I keep seeing animal patterns. Thought about the glasses that let you see colors. So Loki, I've tried those. They're kind of a joke. No, no offense to anyone who likes them. Well, let me open this. Now, for certain things, they'll help you differentiate the color you're actually looking at to know, like, oh, hey, that's brown versus green. Like for some people like me, I mix up a lot of browns and greens if they're dark green and light brown, or if it's bright yellow and bright green, I mix those up, or dark yellow, bright green. Or blue and purples I can mix up a lot. But the problem with those glasses is they don't actually let you see true color. They just have a filter in them that makes a difference in those colors, and it feels so unnatural because I can still like see color, but when I put those colorblind glasses on, colors are so messed up. Like nothing looks natural. The sky goes pink. I tried two different pairs of the glasses. One was like pinkish, one was like orange. And they like the sky should not be pink or orange. That's not right. And they say you're supposed to wear them for a week or two and your eyes adjust to it and it gets more natural. And I tried for like the week or two for the trial period and I ended up returning them. But yes, long story long, I tried the colorblind glasses and was not a huge fan. But I am a fan of this. What is going on here? Like we got some little tubes coming up out of it. It changes right here. I'm not sure if it's coated in a different type of just druzy or the entire crystal changes, or if it's just a staining feature or bleaching feature. Not sure what happened there. That's wild. Let me turn off the light and turn on the black light. Oh, snap. That's your, okay, so it is calcite. Look at those calcite bands. What? Ziggy zaggy. Ziggity zaggity ziggity zaggity zig. Oh, I love that. Like lightning. At least I think it's calcite. What they would call onyx again, and sell as onyx. And do a hardness test, but look at that. That is so cool. That one's wild. All right. Yeah, it's this, like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff from Utah they call onyx. Oh, I gotta come sit to the side. I've been doing this a really dumb way. I'm kind of leaning over the camera. My back is gonna hate me for that later. Weird. Hey, Slim. I saw you sneak in and I meant to say something, sorry. I was really caught up in that, whatever I was saying at the moment. How hard is onyx? Onyx is a type of agate, and so it's actually a 7. Let me show you. This is real onyx. And real onyx is a chalcedony. It is a 7. It is quite hard. Sorry, hold on. That's a dirty palm stone. There we go. A little cleaned up, a little scratched up, but that there, look at the reflection. That's a pretty nice, you can see my hand, the camera, me leaning over the camera. See my house. It's actually pretty dang good polish on that. That is real onyx. So, a lot of people like to sell just banded stuff as onyx for some reason, and I don't know why. Like, no, not saying you, AZ, like, it's just a market thing that people have fallen trapped to, and so we go to places where we're told, hey, you can mine onyx here, and then we get a bunch, and then we call it onyx, and then come to find out it's not actually onyx, and that's something I learned only in the last year or two myself. And at first, I went out looking for things I thought were onyx, then I quickly found out were not. I learned that lesson just about 2 years ago. Wow, look at that. Yes, Allison has the perfect explanation there. Sorry, Boot. I had mentioned it before. A few of the ones we've looked at today, I'm gonna test, because like, it's actually, I'm unsure with this one. There's a chance this could be hard enough, but the way it seems, see, it almost looks like, makes you think of like salt crystals as it flickers in the light. I think that's calcite. I think those are little faces of the calcite we're seeing. I think that's quartz there. That's a quartz druzy on top probably, and maybe that's calcite, maybe that's why it's a different color. But I don't know. I'm gonna do a little hardness test on that. We'll scratch it in the most obscure or corner piece that might come off during polishing, because I don't want to ruin that, because that's a beautiful piece. Yeah, it's, I think the problem is that for a while, onyx just became a term for banded minerals. And in the mineral selling world, in mineral shops, calling things that are just banded like this onyx just became normal. They're like, oh, I don't know what it is. It's banded. It must be onyx, because it wasn't clear. You know, if it was clear, hold on, let me grab an example. Okay. So what happened in the trade industry, from my understanding, and from stuff I've been told from some old timers in the trade, is that back in the day, the way people would classify a lot of things that were banded was simply by transparency. And so that would be called agate. That, not being near as transparent, just would get called onyx. Or if it was not transparent at all and no light came through and you'd see nothing, they would definitely call it onyx. But they're like, oh, hey, it's transparent and it's glassy. We're going to call it agate because it's glassy. But this, you can hear the difference. Glassy, rocky. It's because this is a softer material. So that's how you know that's calcite, but just based on the transparency is what I was told. They would end up classifying, they'd be like, yeah, that's onyx, but yeah. Anyway, that may have no validity to it. That's just something I was told. Told by some other rock hounds in the trade. A little rock ASMR there. Tap, 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 tap. That's kind of creepy. It's got a little face looking at you. Yeah, I've actually taken a liking to the softer materials recently. Like, I polished some of the root beer and the calcites that I have, and the Wonderstone. Oh my gosh. Wonderstone is a sandstone, and it's crazy soft. It's like a little softer than a 5. It's more like a 4. I don't know its actual hardness, but I tell you what, you gotta be careful because it'll dissolve on your wheel. Look at those little tubes. Now here again, we've got another example of a more transparent layer on the outside, and then seeing a colored core in a lot of the pieces there. It's like a white core. Little tubes. Nice, George. I hope you find some good stuff. Ooh, it's got some green in there. Wait, is that green there and almost orange there? Is that kind of yellow? Is that yellow and then green? Huh. Help me out, not colorblind people. Sorry, I'm trying to have it stay focused, but it doesn't, the camera does not like the UV light, and it keeps trying to refocus when I use the UV. Green and orange, okay. That's cool. We'll have to check out a bunch of these again at night. Oh, Allison, right there, down by my thumb. Touch of orange there. And some green over here. Cool. Smart cameras are dumb, they are. I'm trying to learn, so in the lives I can't do it, but especially after my trip to the UV mine, to the Sterling mine, I'm trying to learn some more tricks. Ah, later, Slim. Thanks for dropping in. Ooh. You're gonna miss some pretty nice goodies. Is that Trogdor? Trogdor! Burninating the villages. Anyway. Left the hunker for last. Really big one. What's up, Al? So what is up is I need to finish my bacon and coffee, but we were hanging out, opening a bunch of rocks here from AZ Rockhounds. AZ Rockhound Expeditions, rather, from Julie and Brian. Over there, they were on a recent episode of the podcast, and we were going through a bunch of the rocks. There's my bacon, my coffee. And yeah, we're gonna open the last big hunker of a rock here and see what's in there. But first, bacon and coffee. Is it really froze? It froze on my laptop too. Someone type refresh. There it goes. It did freeze. It actually froze on my iPad and laptop too for a second there, but it's back now. Interesting. Oh, wow. It's another alien skull. Okay. Funniest thing, for those who saw my recent post of my mom's geode that has the holes in it, like the skull, and I put the X-Files song to it and I posted a short. I've had one person email me and another person leave me a comment explaining to me how it's not actually a skull and it's not even a fossil and it's something called a geode. Oh, I'm like, you should click on my channel and look at some more of my videos. Oh, I was like, that's just too funny. I'm like, not only do I know it's a geode, if you'd actually clicked on my comments, I talk about it being a geode in the comments. Wow, look in there. Wow. This is the baby off the monster. Oh, right, okay. So, you need to go, if you haven't watched the episode of the podcast that they were in, they show the really, really huge piece that this is the baby from. They got the mama monster and the baby pieces. Wow. Look at that. Well, that's pretty cool. A little bit creepy. I think I want to be this for Halloween. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, good morning, Jeff. You got here just in time for the last rock. So, I'll spin this around. Woo! We've got, whoop, oh, yep, you get to see my feet. At least I've got socks on. Yeah, you missed quite the box here. There's all these goodies, lots of amazing pieces. Came in from Julie and Brian. All these, oh, my light just rolled off. It was my mistake setting these on the ottoman because they're kind of sticking to the fabric. They're like velcroing to the fabric and pulling off a bit. Lots of pretties here. Yeah, we're an hour in, which is actually perfect. I was trying to keep this right about an hour. And go through and do a quick show you what you missed, type preview so you know, go back. You'll want to see a lot of these goodies. Jeff, yours actually should have just arrived in the last box I sent you. Or rather the bag. The bubble mailer I sent you has the stuff from their sale that you got. Yep, stuff from AZ. I opened up the box to take your stuff out of the box and ship it off to you. And then took days to get to this box. I was gonna actually record it and do a video. Last minute, I was like, yeah, we'll do a live this morning. Hang out, open it, check it out. Popped a bunch of things out into the UV. Looked at some gorgeous pieces here. One's got a bird in it, whoosh, little phoenix. They do have awesome stuff. They've got amazing claims and just great materials. But let me show some of the best and ones that will probably remain on my display forever. Unworked, I mean. A bunch of these I'm gonna work, and I've got some little ideas for projects. But first off, we've got the really, really cool. No, thank you for sending a box. Now I've got to pack one up for you. Gotta try and make it half as cool as this. Jeez. No, I won't try for half as cool. Try and make it as cool. I just feel like I can't live up to how cool this box is. I don't have as wild of materials right now. Got some really cool Herkimer druzy and some weird calcite specimens and a few random things. Get you some fluorite. So this one was a really cool tube agate, Jeff, that they sent. Looks like dripping down a cave. This one, I'm gonna label it the calamari. It's a fire agate. You can see it's got some of the iron oxide layer down there, but I'm not gonna cut that. It looks like calamari. Yep, that's what it's gonna be named. Gonna stay just like that on my display, and yeah, I know someone's gonna make the comment. We usually see a lot of certain shapes in rocks, but I try and look for the animals and the fun shapes. Sometimes we see the funny shapes. Some more of the fire. This one, it's a little gunky up top. It looks like a star though. That's kind of cool. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-point star. Look at that. That's a star. That's kind of interesting. In a way, depending on how you want to look at it, it somewhat made a star. But this one we might cut into to try and reveal some iridescent fire in there. I don't know, I really want to try and cut into some raw, but look at that. Some really cool layers there. I'll get some nice macro shots of this, and we'll probably still do a video, even though I did this live mail call. I'll probably do a little video just showing some macros of these. Maybe we'll put them on the turntable and just get some little macros like... I don't know why I made the little clicking sound effect, but we'll do like a nice little macro show and tell or something for a bunch of those. Yeah, you can, I guess it's a new interaction thing and not everyone gets it. Some accounts do, some don't. There's like a little thing you click in the chat and you can do little hearts and emojis. I've noticed not everyone gets it. It's a little beta thing YouTube seems to be testing out. And it's just another interactive thing they do like TikTok. Get people to click the screen more and make sure you're paying attention. But then there was this one, Jeff. This is the one we talked about on the podcast. The episode that Brian and Julie were on. This is the baby off of the Monster Mama. Or Monster Daddy? I think it's Monster Mama, right? I'm missing a lot in chat, hold on. Tell me what your imagination wants and we can provide. Get the purple one wet. Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Janky heart there. It's got a nice cup. That's not me, that's all the rock. I'm done, I'm sorry. That's ADD for y'all. That's great. It's an instrument though. I'm gonna play that thing. I'm gonna join a bluegrass band and play the rock. This one? I don't think you might get this one wet. Probably shouldn't have got that one wet. I'll dry that off. Oh wait, I don't think that's fluorite. That's not gonna ruin it. I'm gonna still dry it off a touch. Which one was the purple one that I picked up you were talking about? Oh, yes, that one? You killed Brian. Rock tumblers sound like wind chimes. Yes, I can agree. They are like, it's a soothing sound I love in the background. And this was one of the very first ones I showed off today. It did unfortunately come apart in shipping, but it's got a really nice snug fit back together to where I can turn it upside down and it doesn't fall off. So I'm gonna glue it back together because that's a pretty cool little piece. And I do not mind a little bit of rock glue on my specimens. I'm okay with that. Let's see if we can block out enough sunlight, turn off the flash. Get some UV on that one. Just out of curiosity, how many people are looking around at all their rocks now, seeing if they can play any like an instrument? Be honest. Anyone trying to make a wind instrument? A flute? Flute out of stone now? Flute out of bone? Actually, I've seen that done. All right, let me move these over real quick so I can flip this around and chat with y'all for a minute. And we'll wrap this one up. I'm gonna go take care of some things. My dogs and I, W-A-L-K. I have to spell it out and be careful because they know that word, as I've mentioned before. Anyway, I'm gonna take them out because it's not too bad. It's overcast and we're not supposed to have lightning for a while. Oh, hold on, chat was flying there. Brian's gonna try now. Hey, you know, I don't know, where'd it go? That was just one of a few holes I'm seeing on here. There's a couple that are small enough. I'm like wondering, if you blow just right, would you get a little... I want to try now because there's little tiny holes here and there. You got to drill a hole connecting through there and start finding spots. Yeah, the dogs are smart. I mean, as soon as I say dogs, they perk up and they're like, "What? What about me? I know you're talking about me. What are you telling them?" Yeah, Jeff, for your displays, I think what I've decided at least, not at first when we move here to California, we've got, like I said, we've been planning a lot about our move and stuff, and one of the things we're talking about is renting somewhere for like a year and then looking at getting into a house, but renting for at least a year to double make sure we like the area. We've lived out there before. We lived in the area for 6 years, but anyway, I think once we get into a house, I want to have a whole nice display room. Not the whole room be a display necessarily, but a nice display where things are going to be organized by state for the stuff that I've found. And then, of course, there'll be maybe UV sections in each, or I'll have a big UV section separated by those states as well. Not totally sure yet, but I've been thinking about it for a while and looking at all the big pieces I have for display. Although I'm giving a bunch away and selling a bunch of the big ones, but I'm going to make sure to keep some really good ones for myself. Tyler's getting the big blue geode that sits over right there. Hangs out in my living room, but that big giant blue geode, that one's going to Tyler pretty soon. He just needs to pay me for shipping and I'm going to ship it out. And got another box for him full of that peristerite and marble and other stuff. And Dugway geodes too for him to cut. But yeah. Oh, my chat wasn't scrolling. All right, I scrolled up and it was stuck up. Walk-in UV closet. Yeah, Rocky Mountain Bear. Exactly. Have a nice, like the video I put out last night, they had, at the end of the tour, there's a big 3-room section. I thought it was just one room when we started. I was like, oh man, this is still a big room and there's a lot of UV. I walked all the way around the room And the tour guide lady, she's like, there's 2 more rooms past this. I was like, what? You only have 15 minutes to look in all 3 rooms, and it was not enough time. I didn't even get to see it all, let alone like, I mean, I was mostly holding the camera like this and like, oh my gosh. And I kept being like, oh yeah, look at the camera, make sure you're getting shots. Okay, oh my gosh. And I'm just like lost looking at things. It was so great. I don't know what got blocked, but Jeff or someone can unblock it if it was fine. Doesn't show me what was blocked because it's silly. Probably an emoji. Yeah, anywho, I think we'll go live later again. After I do all that with the dogs was the point of what I was trying to say. ADHD brain right there for you. Again, gonna take the dogs out, do that whole little thing, and I'll come back, have lunch, set stuff up, and we'll have a live for a while, and I'll be done by the time Kyle goes live, and yeah, we'll hang out, talk more rocks. If people want more rocks or artwork, we'll do that. Otherwise, we'll just hang out. Yeah, I will see y'all soon. See what else I missed in chat real quick here. Say goodbyes to everyone. But yeah, that'll be it for today. If you missed all the goodies today from AZ Rockhounds, don't worry, you can go back, you can rewatch this, or, well, not or, you should go back and rewatch this. For me, I need those watch hours. No, but I'm gonna have a full video out in probably a couple days here. I need to put it together. I'm gonna get some nice shots, get out my photo box, get my little rotating table, and like get some really good shots of a whole bunch of these and put a little nice, some music. I'm sorry for the music, by the way, in my videos. It's just what YouTube provides. I just kind of go to their top music and look through. I'm like, that's somewhat bearable, but I don't even really like half the music. I should pick through it a lot more and choose my music better. So for anyone who hates the music in my videos, I'm sorry. I hate half of it too. And yeah, I might change that up a little bit here. Find something I actually enjoy in there. It's just a lot of it's poppy, dancey, techno, ravey, and I'm like, whatever. It's just the top sounds on here, and sometimes feel like if you click those, maybe YouTube will show your video to more people. So maybe I gave into that too much, and I should just go find some music I like on there. But there's thousands of their free songs to sort through, and I just haven't taken the time to look through the thousands and thousands of songs. Does Epidemic Sound let you use all the sounds on YouTube? Because my problem with a lot of those other services is when I've put the songs in my videos on YouTube, I get copyrights. And it's happened to a few, like actually a lot of things that I've used other sounds from other services that are supposed to be copyright free. I put the credits, they say put this credit in your video, and I do that, and I put the credits in the video, and it still comes up with a copyright. So I stopped trusting a whole bunch of those, but I will check that out. You said it's Epidemic Sound. Is that a group on YouTube, like a YouTube channel, or is that a website or third-party service? Because I'll definitely check it out. Have some of my coffee while you answer. Oh, Bear. There's Bear. YouTube no like you? Did I miss your comment? Was it your comment that got blocked? Oh, it was the heart emojis. Yes. I don't know what's been going on. I think I need to go adjust a setting on my lives. I think it's set to extra strict in the lives, which is restricting emojis. Don't know why. It's more like have a monthly service fee website. Okay. All right, I'll check it out. I'll look at it, but yeah. I just use what's free from YouTube, and I've had like no issues getting copyright from them. It's just a lot of the same kind of, I almost feel like a lot of it's AI generated music nowadays too. You hear a lot of it that comes out, and you go listen like the last 2 years of what their top tracks are, and I'm like, this all seems like the same AIs or something, or I guess maybe same people using the same beat maker apps or whatever, and everyone's a DJ now, but anyway, that's a whole other rant I don't want to get into. I just want to find some good free music to use on my channel. Use a lot of music. Yeah, it's worth it, I guess, you know. I'll definitely look into it. Not too bad. More like UV walk-in bedroom. I missed that one. Oh, Loki, I'm so far from it. I mean, I have enough subs to monetize, but you need watch hours too. I need over 1,000 watch hours. I think we need 1,100 watch hours still. And by the time I get that 1,100, we're gonna lose a bunch. So anyway, it's it's a little ongoing battle trying to get the hours and lose the hours. Might explain why so many people have been ignoring me lately. Did you ever go to Dugway in Utah? No, Bear. When I was in Utah, I didn't make it out to Dugway this time. I'm going in the fall to Utah, and there's a chance I'll make it to Dugway. I'm for sure going digging with Gene, the gentleman who has so graciously now like partnered with me, I guess we could say. He's providing me with all these slabs, rough and spheres and stuff that he makes and he cuts and stuff he has hounded over many years. And he's provided it to me to sell in my lives, and I get to keep a percentage of it, and we split the sales. And so I'm going to go out with him as soon as I'm back in Utah this fall. We're driving from New York to California and stopping in Colorado and Utah on the way to spend some time with family and friends. And while I'm in Utah, I'm definitely going to go out with him and do some rock hounding. And there's a chance we'll go out to Dugway. So definitely stay tuned, because it might, if I go to Dugway, obviously I'm going to put it on here. Can't go out to Dugway and not share a video. But there's no service out there, so there's no chance of me doing a live unless we get like some SpaceX hookup. Go live all day, I'll just keep you on. Hey, I'm gonna take the dogs on a little. I jokingly thought, I was like, I could stream walking the dogs now. Me and Whitney were joking about making a channel for the dogs, and just post lots of stuff about the dogs. And see that I was like, I bet you anything, in a week that channel will have more than my current YouTube. It's like, just watch, you make a YouTube all about dogs, it's gonna take off and be like bigger than my rock channel that's been around for over 2 years. It'll take off in like a week and be bigger. Yeah, Bear, I did not see you say that you'd go to Utah. Huh. What stream was that on? I totally missed that. Dang. Also, I didn't have that much time when I was in Utah. I ended up doing quite a few things, like mostly rock things. I went and saw family, went and met up with Gene a couple times, went out and had dinner with my brother one night, went and saw some friends the other nights, and I guess I was like, maybe one day I could have gone out to Dugway. Maybe? But yeah. Oh, my dog. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna go do that with the doglets, and then I'll be back on. We'll do another hangout / sale. If people are interested in a sale, it's gonna be, kind of a toss-up of both. If people aren't buying rocks, that's fine. We'll just hang out, we'll talk rocks. I'll show some of the other new stuff I got. And yeah, we'll go from there. And then Boot, I don't know a best mine in Herkimer. I've only been to the one mine 2 times, and I loved it. And I was there when they pulled out the huge monster, and I got to hold it in the Crystal Collectors video, that big giant Herkimer. And I myself pulled out my 13-ounce cluster of 8 Herkimers in the big cluster there. So to me, MVMM was my first and only mine, but I'm hoping to go visit another one, a private one, in a week or 2 here. I gotta talk to the club members, and we've got at the club a private claim at Herkimer, but it's very, very tiny. They said like 4 people are allowed to go there at a time because it's so small. Just like a little tiny, I don't know, plot of land. But yeah, we can chat about all that later when I'm live again. I will try and catch up. 3 different streams. Figured you were just too busy with family. No, Bear, I don't know if YouTube was hating on you or what. I completely missed that because I was looking for people in Utah, and had I seen you say that, I'd have been really excited. I'd be like, Bear, yes. I actually didn't know you lived in Utah. I thought you lived in Colorado. Not gonna lie. I straight up thought, yeah, that you lived in Colorado. I'm gonna go change my settings after this though. Emojis have been killing the chat recently. The auto YouTube moderator bot for some reason is hiding emojis. I'm gonna go turn that off, and hopefully we won't get spammers in here, but we haven't had spammers in months and months and months. The only reason I turned it on is because we had some very inappropriate people posting links, and I don't know how they were getting links through. It should auto block any links, but they were posting websites to very bad things, 18 and older type things, which that's not what we want on my channel. So anyway, love y'all, appreciate you being here, hanging out, and sharing my coffee and bacon and lovely box of rocks from AZ Rock Hounds. I will see y'all later today. Bye.